In this next video, I will show you how to get started creating an eye-catching YouTube banner using Canva, even if you have never designed it before. So to get started, first of all, what I need to do is to open two tabs. The first tab should be my YouTube studio. The second tab should be Canva. Inside here into Canva, what you can do is to look out for search your content in Canvas and look out for a Canva template. So if I just type, for example, YouTube, you can see that there's a lot of templates that we can use. For example, YouTube ad, YouTube banner, and much more stuff. So YouTube banner should be giving you a lot of content what you can use to get started totally for free. Now, the other way of how can I get started with a right pixel resolution is to go into my YouTube studio. And into my YouTube studio, we're going to go here into the customization bar. Into the customization, we can see that we have this banner image section, and here it says for the best results on all devices to use an image that is at least this information. So this is the actual resolution we're going to be using for our actual banner. So 2048 by 1152. To import this value into Canva, let's go here into create design, custom sized, and here just paste the resolution that YouTube allows you to do it. The great stuff about Canva is that all of this value is been automatically added here inside social media, and go here a little bit where it says YouTube banner. Check out that we have something even a little bit more higher resolution. So I choose this option that says YouTube banner, and this one should be sending me directly into the editor of Canva. Now, for the next part here for Canva, you should see that here is the preview of our actual custom design. Now, into the left part, we can see that here we have templates from designs, elements where I can use to add shapes, graphics, stickers, photos, and much more, text, font combination, branding, your own uploads, drawing, and more applications that we can use here into Canva. So to get started from scratch, what you want to do, of course, is to use one YouTube thumbnail or YouTube banner inspiration so you don't need to start from scratch. Or the next solution is to use the design tools that appears into the upper side and use one template. Let's say, for example, that we are creating an actual YouTube account that focuses into video games. If I go into the left part, it says designs, where it says search YouTube banner templates, I'm going to type the word video games or just games. And this one is going to be showing me a lot of templates for these YouTube banners based only into games. So scrolling a little bit down, you can check out which one is the most important for you, which one is more eye-catchy, and start customizing it. Let's say, for example, that I choose scrolling a little bit up. I believe that this one works for me, and I click it. Automatically, these banner templates should be applied into your actual preview. Now in this case, I needed to customize this and make it my own. So let's say, for example, that there are elements that I don't want to see. Just select the element and hit into delete. Once you have done this process, you can start now designing here your template. Now notice that if you go back here into YouTube, when you check out how it should be looking your YouTube banner, for example, you select this custom image, check out what happens with this custom banner art. So this is what's going to happen when you upload an image. So if you have, of course, a TV, of course, you might want to create an actual image like this, but you want to focus only into the centered part, because this is the stuff that everybody into all devices is going to be seeing, into their phone, into their iPad, into their computer, so whatever. This is to be a device, a computer view, and lastly, a TV. So I want to take that in mind. So that means that the main area focus of my design should be this small part into the center. So I can just hold shift and make this smaller, because I want to focus only into the center part. I want to make sure that everything looks inside this focus area. So I'm going to be using this center, so I wanted to make sure that this one actually is inside my design. So now what I need to do is to start customizing my element. So let's go for position. I'm going to choose and send this to the back, and now I can start customizing my elements. For example, let's say that I do want to see these elements but now into the center. So I delete the subscribe game streamer, I go for, and you can put this like this into the upper side. So it doesn't look that bad, but I think that I have elements that are floating around, so I can change this later. Or what I can do is to start adding more elements into the center part. For example, here into elements, let's type, for example, controller, graphic, and I'm going to type the style of what I want her to see. For example, controller beat. So element, I select one element and I move this where I want her to see this. Let's say here. Now into the right side, let's say that I wanted to add one coin, or generate my own. For that, let's go into elements once again. I close this and I go for generate your own image magic media. If I go for graphics, let's say that I wanted to go for 8-bit coin. Now styles, let's go for none and generate graphic. This is an artificial intelligence tool that can be helping you generate image, graphics, to illustrations and much more totally for free. So once the process has now been done, it's going to be giving you 1, 2, 3, 4 different styles of the image if you wanted to use them. For example, this one. If you liked it, let's go and add it into my image. So I'm going to make this smaller, and there we go. Lastly, I'm going to hit into background remover. So I just want the actual sticker, just the image that appears here. Now, if there are colors or elements you wanted to change, for example, here, the color of the banner, I can click in here into one element, and into the upper side here, we can change shapes. I can change the color, border styles, titles, and much elements. In my case, this one actually works for me, so I think I'm going to just leave this as it is and go for show. So once I've finished and I make sure this one works for me, once you've chosen the template, once you have just configured everything, we can take a moment to preview this. And if you see that this one is into the safe zone, then we can start now downloading this. Let's go for show, download, PNG file, and this sized. Once I hit now into download, once I do have my image downloaded, I can now go back into YouTube and import my YouTube banner. So let's go and remove the banner image that we currently have. And you can see that everything is inside the safe zone. So this is how it should be looking into a device, into the desktop, and into the TV. So these 3 elements worked a lot for me. And once again, I wanted to be mainly focused into my old devices, because this is the part that everybody should be watching into their devices. Hit now into done, published, and view channel. It might be taking a few minutes to upload your current banner. This was the last banner that we currently had. You try to reload the page a few times so you can see your new banner is now been uploaded correctly. And there guys, you have it, how we can get started uploading a YouTube banner here into Canva totally for free. So guys, make sure your banner reflects your channel theme and message. If you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Canva tips. Thank you once again for watching this video, and hopefully you can all see you next time.